A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant political development, President-elect Donald Trump is reportedly poised to nominate U.S. Senator Marco Rubio as his Secretary of State, marking a historic moment as Rubio would become the first Latino to hold this prestigious position in American history. This anticipated choice reflects not only a shift in foreign policy direction, but also aims to solidify Trump's electoral gains among Latino voters, a demographic that has shown increasing support for the Republican Party in recent years. Sources close to the situation, who spoke on condition of anonymity, indicated that Trump has settled on Rubio as his pick, despite the unpredictable nature of the president-elect's decision-making process. Rubio, a Florida native and a prominent figure in the Senate, has long been known for his hawkish stance on foreign policy, particularly regarding nations such as China, Iran, and Cuba. However, in recent years, he has adjusted his positions to align more closely with Trump's vision of a restrained foreign policy that seeks to avoid costly military interventions. The new administration will inherit a global landscape that is more precarious than it was during Trump's first term, with ongoing conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East, as well as increasing cooperation among U.S. adversaries like Russia and Iran. Rubio's approach to the Ukraine crisis will likely be a focal point of his agenda, as he has previously suggested that Ukraine should pursue a negotiated settlement with Russia rather than solely focusing on reclaiming lost territory. Rubio's selection as Secretary of State is not merely a strategic political move. It also holds significant implications for U.S. relations with Latin America. As a leading voice in the Senate on issues affecting the region, Rubio is expected to prioritize Latin American affairs more than any of his predecessors. Mauricio Claver Carone, a close ally of Rubio and former president of the Inter-American Development Bank, emphasized the historic nature of this potential appointment, stating, "This is the time Latin America will most be on the map in the history of any U.S. presidency. It's historic. There's no other way to say it." This nomination comes on the heels of Trump's victory over Democratic Vice President Kamala Harris in the recent election, where he garnered substantial support from Latino voters. By appointing Rubio, Trump aims to reinforce the message that Latinos are integral to his administration and that their voices will be represented at the highest levels of government. However, Rubio's selection may not be universally welcomed among Trump's base, particularly those who favor a more isolationist stance on foreign policy. Critics may point to Rubio's previous support for robust military interventions and his co-sponsorship of legislation that complicates the U.S. withdrawal from NATO, contrasting sharply with Trump's long-standing criticisms of the alliance and calls for increased burden sharing among member nations. Rubio's record as a top China hawk in the Senate further complicates his nomination. He has been vocal about the need to confront China's influence, particularly in the context of national security, and has taken a strong stance against the Chinese government's actions in Hong Kong and its technological advancements. His advocacy for a national security review of TikTok's acquisition of Musical.ly underscores his commitment to addressing potential threats from foreign entities. In addition to foreign policy considerations, Rubio's nomination also highlights the ongoing evolution of the Republican Party's stance on various global issues. Once characterized by a more aggressive military posture, the party has seen a shift towards advocating for restraint and a re-evaluation of U.S. commitments abroad, particularly in Europe. As the political landscape continues to evolve, the upcoming confirmation process for Rubio will undoubtedly be closely scrutinized. His ability to navigate the complexities of international relations, particularly in light of the current geopolitical challenges, will be critical for the success of Trump's second administration. In other news, the health crisis in Canada has taken a troubling turn, with a teenager hospitalized in critical condition due to the first-ever human case of avian influenza in the country. As health officials monitor the situation, concerns about the spread of infectious diseases remain at the forefront of public health discussions. Meanwhile, President-elect Trump has announced the establishment of a new Department of Government Efficiency, to be led by high-profile figures Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, signaling a focus on streamlining government operations. This move, alongside the nomination of Rubio, suggests a bold and transformative approach to governance in the upcoming administration. As the political landscape shifts, and as Trump prepares to take office once again, the implications of these appointments and policy decisions will undoubtedly shape the future of U.S. foreign relations and domestic politics for years to come. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.